Yo, yo, yo! It's 4 o'clock on the East Coast, 1 o'clock on the West, and you know what it is, it's the best. It's your boy Funny Man Braze, and this is another episode and edition of Join the Conversation with Braze Dave. We got a lot going on today. I have a really nice guest, but before I get into that, man, I don't have all my equipment because I'm on location. I had to do traveling this week and to secure and take advantage of other opportunities that presented itself. But, I want to give just a big rest in peace shout out to Bug. Sad situation, man. Great talent gone. I'm not going to say going to waste because she was snatched away from us. We got to do better as a community, man. I mean, come on, Columbus, Ohio. It's shit like this going on, and we're trying to elevate as a better city, as a better town, as a better collective. And that little girl losing her life, she's not even a little girl, she's an adult. But just to have her life taken from her like that, it's fucked up. And so, baby, I didn't know you that well. I worked with you. We both rocked Saint Asur. And I just want to dedicate this show to you. I got comedian Demakco on here. Demakco. It's all kind of ways. I'm going to let him clear that up. But he's a funny guy. He's a comedian. And the thing about us as comics, which makes this show even more special to me, us as comics, we have to take triumph with stride. We have to, not triumph, but tragedy with stride. We have to deal with the woes of life and act like, it's all right. And we'll try to take your mind off of it for a little moment. So without further ado, you know what I mean? And I hated to get on that sad note, but it has to be addressed. Oh, man, listen. Demakco, you need to go to your app store and upgrade to the latest version of Instagram, bro. You have an outdated version of Instagram, and I can't add you. You have to go to your app store, go to Instagram on your app store, and go to upgrade the app. You know what I'm saying? So while we wait on him to do that, that's happened before here on the show too. We old heads. You know what I mean? We working with what we got. But we gonna make it work. Like this backwood I had, this motherfucker wasn't the best. But I had to make it work. So, on a lighter note, I got Demakco on. I have Vino on. He's an up-and-coming artist from Columbus. I don't like to use the word up-and-coming because he's coming. He's here. He's in the building. He's doing this thing. He's going to be on the second hour. I don't have the music to play for you all today because we're on location. However, we're going to have a dope-ass show so we can just recap some of the stuff from this week. It's catching on, y'all. And thank you for everybody that's constantly and continuously to log in and listen and join the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. This is that's his name, Vino Montana. Vino Montana. Get familiar. We break records around this motherfucker, okay? I got to listen to a couple of his records, getting familiar. I do like it. I don't just like everything just because it's on my show. Don't get me wrong. But I like this. Sometimes you got to feel like you want to retire your jersey. It's like, what more can I say? What more can I do, So we got Vino on the show, and we got Demakco on the show as soon as he get his app updated. But we can talk about this week. This week was a major week in WBR radio, WeBreakRecords radio. We're developing and trying to establish our platform. We're not trying to do anything. We're developing and establishing our platform. We're establishing ourselves in the race. We're not leading the pack, but we're not being left behind. We're just as good as any other major media outlet for the platform. We have amazing on-air personalities. We have an amazing staff behind the scenes. and the thing is rolling, and it's great, and it's really fun to be a part of something that's taking off when the vision comes together. So, like, if you got a vision or a dream, don't never give up on your vision and your dreams and shit, because you never know how it's going to take off, what it's going to do, how it's going to be perceived. We've been having some amazing guests that's been excited to be on WBR Radio and join the conversation with Braze. Shamika, she has a good show. Big ups to Shamika. That's one of my radio sisters. You know what I mean? She's on the station with me as well. She's been taking off. She's had great shows. And everybody is just putting it in as a collective. The people behind the scenes, we promote USA. If you got music, if you know someone with music, and it's not out there, it's not being played on the radio station, well, look, we got a radio station for you. And it's WBR Radio. We break records. I would love to hear your nephew's shit and play it. Give him a chance to see what he do. We really like it. We can bring him on and let him talk about it, because these kids and these hip-hop is for the kids, first and foremost. And these youngins don't have anything, They took away the Boys and Girls Club, took away after school programs, no instruments in school, no extracurricular, you know what I mean? So it's just, and join the conversation. This is a really cool brother, man. Created the comedy experience with Positive K. And without further ado, there go my dog.
Shit.
What up, bro?
What's up, my man? How you doing, brother? I'm old, man, so technology and shit,
Yeah, that's what I was telling the people. But listen, state your name and where you
Don't be
from,
telling
man.
the people I'm old, nigga. Don't be saying that shit. Let me say it. You
State your
stupid.
name and where you from, bro.
What's up?
I said, state your name and where you from.
Demakco Henderson from Dayton, Ohio. Currently living in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's right.
Yes, that's it.
Demakco, Dayton, Ohio. Currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. Franco fucking it up is a really good friend of mine, a comedy brethren, a front runner, definitely a national top tier for me. And so listen, we're going to join the conversation with Brett and we'll have a conversation. In the plateau to a level, but the people don't understand the journey that it took to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a journey, brother.
Yeah. So tell me, when did you get into entertainment, bro?
Well, stand-up comedy is when you got entertainment. So I started like maybe 2000 and maybe 5, 6, something like that, 5, something like that. And in Columbus, and shit, rocked that shit out in Columbus, and then moved to Atlanta. Then that's what I did. You know what I mean?
So you were around when Andrew Ford had the comedy corner in Columbus,
No, I
Ohio?
was not. No. I came after him.
Okay, so damn. How did you get the start? Because there wasn't no more comedy out there, right?
I mean, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I started like at Northburg Tavern, like with a bunch of the whiteys. You know what I'm saying? That's where you got started in Columbus. Is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, and rocked that shit out there a couple of weeks in a row, and then like the host there was like, "Hey man, you need to get your own room or something like that." I didn't even know what that was. Like that mean get your own spot. I'm like, all
Right.
right, yeah, definitely. So my first joint in Columbus was 1383 South Hamilton Road, Salam Restaurant. And we used to have that bitch jumping. It was African restaurant, man. You know what I mean? So it was it
So you
was
thought,
fun as hell, man.
hey, was the African restaurant the only people was trying to give you a shot, or it just felt like that?
It just I mean, that was a nice place, and not saying they the only ones that give me a shot, but they was really the only place that was just open to do any damn thing. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, we don't care. Go ahead, So hell yeah, you know what I mean? So I guess, that maybe, I guess.
So how long did you have that room running?
About 2.5, 3 years, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit was going, man.
Room.
Hell yeah, that shit was going, man. Everybody in Detroit, Chicago, Ohio, Indianapolis, all them motherfuckers did that shit. That's how I first started. I was, doing my own shit. You know what I mean? So,
Damn. 3 years running. Hey, that's big ups to that, man. Running 3 years strong in Columbus. On top of that, that's a hard town to stay successful and maintain.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. I would say like 2 years, something like 2.5 years, 2.5 years, something like that. It was going. Yeah.
okay. So then, what happens after that? Is that when you move to Ohio? I mean, Atlanta.
No, I actually went to while I was in Columbus, some good things were happening. Then I moved to LA for like a year and struggled like a motherfucker, then moved back to Columbus.
Hold up. Talk
And
about
then
L. Gotta talk about LA.
uh
You think just moving to LA solves all the problems?
nah. Yeah,
Some
yeah,
problems.
yeah, yeah. Nah, hell nah. Hell nah. If you got any problem, LA will bring it right on out and drag it out too, for real. I swear to God. So don't have no problems going to Los Angeles. Thinking you just gonna go down there and hell nah, nigga, for real. I actually, man, when I first moved, I was supposed to stay with my cousin down there, right? And her boyfriend never met me before. So she was telling, like, my cousin coming down there. I'm actually coming down there, like, helping pay rent and shit like that. Help out on everything.
Real
I
nigga
get
shit.
down there, man. What'd you say?
Real nigga shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so I get down there, man, and the nigga, this is Los Angeles, so the nigga is definitely a gang member, and he don't believe that we're cousins. I never heard you talk about him and shit like that. She like, damn, motherfucker, he from Ohio. How many times I got to speak about my cousin from Ohio? She's like, you just now starting to talk about a nigga like that, you know what I mean? Stuff. So I'm there and shit, and I
Came
think
back
it's
to
about
LA.
3 days, nigga. I'm there like 3 days, and I can feel tension in the air. This nigga coming in with 38 niggas and shit, and 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 look, my aunt in Ohio, her mother is telling me to put him out. Like, won't you put him up with the I'm like, I don't think so. It ain't gonna work like that down here. So I was actually supposed to be staying with them like for some months, and it ended up being 3 days.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
he was a real
So
gang.
your plans changed. Your plan has changed.
So now what? 3 days in, now what we doing?
3 days in, I hook up with my man, call a couple of my LA comedians that I know, my friends, and you can shack up with them for like at least a week. You know what I'm saying? So I built up about a week and 3 weeks of shacking up with people, sleeping on couches, Spanky Hayes, Howie Bell. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And then I'm saying, you gotta get your legs underneath you. You know what I'm saying? Because if shit go wrong within that first couple of days, first couple of weeks, you immediately going home. Like fuck it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But shit started,
Don't,
stabilize a little bit for me.
that don't be an option
I
at first.
can't.
Huh?
Yeah, I can't hear you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you breaking up.
Okay. Yeah. That don't be an option at first. We give it all we got before we go back to the house. So I know
Yeah,
you out there
I mean,
figure it out.
nigga, and you gotta figure it out fast. Remember, I'm telling you, I'm supposed to be staying with my cousin for 3 months. It turned into 3 days.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Like
what you
your
out?
whole thing, like, okay, I'm gonna get myself established. I'm dying to hell. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. So you was hitting stages though, right?
Oh yeah, 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 hitting stages. But in LA, you don't be hitting stages all like that, like bam, like in Atlanta and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit, you one in 30, 40 motherfuckers that's trying to get the same guest spot, out of town guest spot. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta wait. You know what I mean? So,
Because I heard
yeah,
Chocolate Sunday booked up three.
them motherfuckers was booked up 30 years in advance when I was out there. So three
I,
ain't nothing.
I say this. It's hard in LA.
Premium spots and stuff
So
like that, you know what I mean? It was, especially if you're a newer comedian too. You know what I mean? At that time, I definitely was. You know what I'm saying? So, You know, I mean, motherfuckers like, okay, we got you. Just hold on. Come back next week. It's a lot of come back next weeks. You know what I mean?
Right,
And that's what
right,
make you
right.
stay. I ain't gonna lie, man. Interesting story about LA, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was in LA for 11 months and I lost a pound a month. Yes. And my mom, man, I want to say like the sixth month, my mom was like, I'm gonna send you a plane ticket. And I'm like, don't send me a plane ticket, just send me the money. I need the money because my mom was sending me money like every week. You know what I'm saying? Every week I'm hitting up everybody. I done tapped out every resource. Come on, man. They sending me
Right.
money every week. You know what I'm saying? My mom, my grandmother, I'm hitting my mom up crazy. And then one time
And
she's just like, I'm just about to send you. What'd you say?
LA hella expensive too, man.
Hell yeah, man. That'll run your pockets fast as hell. You know what I mean? So, I told my mom she said she's gonna send me a plane ticket. I said, just send me the money. Cause I'm gonna cash that plane ticket in because I'm staying. It's LA, you still gonna stay. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're gonna stay until you
Right.
can't, you know.
So what was the point where you couldn't stay no more?
Psst. You just look up, man, you in a freaking little bitty ass hotel room and you know what I mean? And
Enough's enough.
enough's enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Enough's enough. But
So
I
then,
had a fun when I was out there, man, though, so I ain't gonna lie.
what happened next with you? So you leave LA, you go
Uh
back
get,
to.
get back to Columbus and then a lot of things start taking off.
Slow down. So you get back to Columbus, right? I know motherfuckers like, damn, what happened with LA, man? I thought you was. You get into that shit.
Man, actually, when you only gone 11 months, motherfuckers don't even know you gone. Shit, they ain't no people. I thought I threw a going away party and shit, and and I'm back. I'm thinking that motherfuckers ain't even think I was gone. They thought I was locked up or something. So yeah, so nigga ain't no, it wasn't no Facebook and shit all that. You can't be posting your journey. You know what I'm saying? Then, these motherfuckers, So yeah,
So then what happens? You
but
get back to Columbus, and what goes on
get
from
back to
there?
Columbus. And started doing Funny Bone more, other shows more,
Oh,
stuff like that, getting seen by
and that's
more
when
people, stuff like that. What'd you say?
you was doing it when David was the manager, Mr. Stroop.
Yeah. With Paul Strong Comedy Showcase,
Oh, strong.
when Jack
So
was
that
hosting.
that
Yeah, I can't even barely understand you.
I said. So you started the Paul Strong comedy night with Jack Shepard, or you started it
Yeah.
first?
No, I mean, no. They started it. Paul Strong Comedy Showcase. That's Paul Strong, Jack Shepard. I was just,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I was there
Okay.
at the time it started.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you. And then at this time, it wasn't that many comedians. It was what? Just you, Stephen G, Jack Shepard. Was Keith Bender even getting busy at this time?
He was getting busy. Yes, definitely. But he wasn't getting busy at Paul Strong's showcase.
How hard was it to get on there?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. He was on there
No. All
wrecking
you had
that
to do was
mother.
be funny and in Columbus. So, you know what I mean? Shit. All you had to do was be funny and be living in Columbus and right there. And he was, there on every week. They was bringing comedians from everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying, on that show. So, that was good. That was probably one of the best things ever that happened to Columbus, man. That weekly comedy show that they do. Because I know the ones they do, your one that y'all do now, it's like maybe once a month or
They,
some shit like
they,
that. It ain't nothing like that though. Yeah,
yeah. I heard the Paul Strong shit was so dope, but it was before my time, you know?
yeah, super
And I
dope.
was a kid, like hearing it on the radio. You know, Paul Strong, for those that's not from Columbus or anything, Paul Strong was a really big jock. He was like fucking, like an Ed Lover of Columbus, like. He
Yeah,
was Paul
yeah,
Strong.
definitely.
In
He was
Canada.
he was the ad lover of a whole region. You know what I'm saying? Like Indianapolis, Columbus, Dayton. You know what I'm saying? That shit was syndicated then. So Paul was very popular. So his show, the comedy show, was extremely popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Paul Strong comedy show. Damn. So I'm trying to figure out, because like right now they don't know you that nigga in Atlanta with this comedy shit. You really one of the gatekeepers. You gotta come through, brother. Even see what's happening.
Hey, I ain't no gatekeeper, dog. Don't be saying that shit. I'm a comedian. Your talent and your will and your drive and all that shit bust through the gates, nigga. I ain't no damn gatekeeper. I just do
What
my
I
own
mean by
shit.
that,
That's all.
you have a lot of opportunity at your disposal for,
I don't
and you
even want
got
to
the
say at
money.
my disposal. I just want to say that I'm just working, brother. That's all.
Humble, less. I want to see how you got to that point, because Atlanta is a hard motherfucker to navigate through.
A hard motherfucker, boy. You better believe this shit out here.
Yeah,
Yes.
hard to navigate through. So what I'm trying to get to, you leave Columbus, get to Atlanta. What even clicks in? You have a plug in Atlanta?
Sort of. One of my uncle in Dayton, he is was good friends with the club owner that lived down here, and he do said as soon as I get underneath my feet and everything, my feet underneath me, come holler at him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even when I moved to Atlanta, man. I didn't even crack jokes for a year because I had some legal issues going on. You know, as soon as you move to Atlanta, you immediately get in trouble somehow. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I mean? So I had to
Okay.
get rid of those issues first,
Uh-huh.
and then But my first joint out here was uh, it was called Solutions. It was in the hood, but that was
What?
but it turned out to be one of the most popular joints, but it was a popular hood joint. You know what I'm saying? And I had access to it 2 days of the week. You know, they
Word.
let me do what I wanted to do. Yeah. So,
And this
you know,
jumping, huh? Right in the hood.
in
See,
the
that's
hood.
that
But that was
Columbus.
right. That's what I'm from though. So they ain't bother me. Shit. Hell yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Us being from Columbus gives us a different type of way we move throughout the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're not scared. You can't send the Columbus nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I commend you to go in because these niggas' hoods is real. And you in these
I'm a dating niggas. That's what it is. I'm just saying.
EYT,
Not to separate
they
us.
young
But
shit. Hey,
I'm just fucking around.
hood, right?
What's
And
up?
so you get the spot jumping in the hood. Do you
Yeah.
got multiple rooms running, or you just focused on this one?
Nah, man. I mean, you get that one, and then from one, another one comes, and you just do it till you can't, and do another one till you can't, and I just always, I started doing comedy by doing my own joint, so it's just in me to always have always
Right.
have your own joint. You know what I mean?
Bullshit.
So,
So when did you
you know.
start getting the writing aspect of it, like for others? 'Cause I know you write for the Sister Circle show sometimes, the comic relief parts, and I know you do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So I know about how did you go off that?
Well, that was all Kiana Dancy. That was all her. You know what I mean?
Who is
She
that?
was Kiana Dancy. She's a very popular lady stand-up comedian, out here in Atlanta, and she was a host, one of the hosts on Sister Circle TV. And initially, I was just, helping her, punch up some of her stuff. You know what I mean? And then we got um, she told me to come down to the joint, to the studio. And then, the other cast members was like, he's a comedian, he can, so I'm helping writing them stuff, and I'm helping. And then it just turned into, I'm working there at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, that was
That's
it. So
all right. So look, comedy is real cliquish. You know what I mean? You know the comedy cliques and the comedy crews. Your comedy clique very well rounded. How did you become friends with strong, heavy hitting comedians like let's say like
I didn't even catch that in. What'd you say? Sorry, broke
like
up.
comedy is comedy is cliquish a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody runs in their comedy crews. How did you develop? Like, how did your crew come together? Like, cause you got some strong heavy hitters like Sweet Baby Kid. Y'all work a lot together.
I mean, you know, that's my girl. Sweet Baby Keita, we started along with Damien, Mr. Inappropriate. We started Chicks versus Dicks, a comedy battle versus sexes out here in Atlanta. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like years ago. And
Right.
she was the head of the girls, and you know, I would get the guys. Damien actually, you know, made the shit up, thought of the shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was a successful show that we did, and that's just my girl. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say I got a crew or nothing like that, or either just, you know, but you know, if you just be cool with a whole lot of motherfuckers, man, you'll have a whole lot of motherfuckers, man.
Right.
You know
And
what I
that's
mean?
relationships matter the most. But I
You
mean,
damn right.
y'all stay working. Y'all stay working to put together a dope ass product, which leads me to talk about the positive experience. Um, how did that even all come together?
Well, I've been on pod since my Columbus days. You know what I'm
How's it?
saying?
All right, so back it up. How did you apply? Because he had a fucking #1 record, bro.
Yeah. Well, he
How
was
did?
a comedian. I mean, he was just performing the show, and I was there too, cracking jokes, and we just hit it off. You know what I mean? And you know, then just kept in touch. And then once we touched down in Atlanta, once I touched down in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? We started, you know, because he wasn't down here first. He was like in North Carolina, then went to New York, then he came back to Atlanta. And
Oh,
uh, you know, we got together maybe about 3 years ago, something like that. 3 years ago. And he like, man, I really want to do this shit, man. I really want to do stand up. Because he been dipping in and out of stand up, you know what I'm saying, for a grip. You know what I'm saying?
he
So,
does. Yeah.
yeah, he does stand up. See, that's what people don't know. He does. He's stand up comedian. You know what I mean? Yes. In his set, in his musical set that we perform, Positive Case Comedy Experience, he actually does a comedic set. Like maybe 13 minutes, something like that.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
time, bro.
That's a
That's a
lot of
lot of time.
time, bro, for a newer comedian, right? And he worried
Yes.
about having 20 minutes. I'm like, dude, you got 13. Be come on.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
listen, bro. You were a great interviewee, bro. Because you control this thing. Explain to these comedians, bro, how the time works and how important it is to do less if that's what you got. Because motherfuckers are so gassed. They want a headline. They want a feature. But really, if you got a show of 7, that'll take you all over the world.
Well, you want more than 7 minutes, but you want to definitely have a funny 7 minutes. Because
Yeah,
there's
most
niggas that don't got a funny 7 minutes. You know what I mean? I mean, 7 minutes can't get you booked really anywhere, you know, but you know,
a strong
you
10,
know.
you good.
Yeah, yeah, Tim. Well, I mean, well, a lot of comedians, a lot of times they have delusions of grandeur as far as how much time they actually do have. You know what I mean? And, you know, nobody wants to be honest and say, hey, I only have 11, 12 minutes of real funny material. They want to say they got 20, 25, 30. You know what I mean? Then you get booked to do whatever. And just because you've done 20, 30 minutes some damn where else, at a damn coffee shop some damn where, or at a bar some damn where, don't mean you can do 20, 30 minutes at actual comedy show. You know what I
Right,
mean? So,
right.
you
That's
know,
that.
but it's a good way. That's a good way for people to find out.
Yeah, they hate to find out the hard way, ain't it? That leads into
Hey,
my
man.
I want to ask you about too, because all right, so we comedians, like sometimes people like all that type of shit. Or what's the difference between a real funny motherfucker and a
And what? I can hear the last answer.
what's the difference between a funny motherfucker and a comedian?
I mean, a funny motherfucker can be any damn body, but a comedian is a person who, I think, I mean, that can be hired. You know
Right?
what I mean?
Cause these niggas that make a nigga laugh at the barbecue or get up on stage, bro.
I mean, and you a dummy for hiring them.
It's a craft, bro. And a lot of people don't take the craft that serious. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Hey, stage time ain't that. People don't got. There's not a lot of big premium on stage time these days. Now, I mean, I've
Yeah,
I've been saying that. What do
Explain
you
what
say?
you mean.
Well, because of Instagram, Facebook, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, and skits and all that, and videos and stuff like that, comedians don't think that they actually have to get in front of people now. You know what I mean? Build up your followers on Instagram, build up a whole lot of views on a video and shit like that, and you think you're a comedian. You know what I'm saying? And then, you think you can tell jokes once every blue moon, or even once a week. Think you can tell jokes once a week, and you're a comedian just because you got a bunch of videos and stuff out there like that. And I think that's
Right.
because of Instagram and the popularity of the videos and stuff like that. That makes people, especially newer comedians, they ain't got to get on stage. They get on a video and make a whole lot of people from Nebraska and overseas and all that shit laugh, and still say you're a comedian opposed to getting on stage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because the term now they use, and it's called like the internet comedian. You know what I mean? You ever heard that
And it's
phrase?
shitty because they call us comedians that are not on the internet like that, underground comedians. Those comedians. They call us underground comedians.
So how do you
Like,
feel
we're
about,
underground?
I guess, I don't, but how
Yeah,
do you
that's
feel
what I don't say that. That's what the Instagram comedians call regular comedians.
no shit.
Yes. They
How
refer
do
to us as underground comedians.
you the internet comedian?
What'd you say?
How do you feel about the internet comedian? Some of
I
them don't
feel
have
that they
5 minutes of work.
they hey man, let me tell you something. That's an avenue that, if goddammit, I was smart enough and had the forward thinking and foresight of it, I'd have been all over it. You gotta,
Really,
it's a whole skill to what those guys do.
it is.
You know what I
And
mean? It's a
I just
whole skill
do
to
it.
it. And
They can cross into our lane, but it's hard to cross into that lane. That's why I don't do skits because
yeah,
I don't feel.
and I think we think it's hard to cross over in their lane. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing this shit right here. This
Right.
Instagram live video shit. So to a internet comedian nigga, this ain't shit to him. But to me, who
Right.
don't do internet skits and all that shit like that, even being on Instagram live is like, you know what I mean? New to me. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
that's what it is. I think, we could cross over to it, but we would be apprehensive on shit. Like, I don't want to do that. I ain't gonna lie, man. I seen a nigga go crazy. I'm talking about a veteran comedian. Go crazy on a video and get like 88 views. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit, man. That nigga got 88. That nigga did all that for 88 views. I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm serious.
That's how I feel, bro.
Like, do
And
I want
all
to do all this shit for 88 views? You ain't gonna get the 880,000 of them niggas be getting, or 8,000 or 800. You gonna get 88. Like,
you be,
damn, that's
hey,
gonna make you apprehensive.
you be lucky to
Like,
get
I don't want to
88.
do this shit no more. Yeah, you lucky to get 88. See, yeah, but it's a whole
Um,
skill what they do, man. So, you know,
big. Yep.
and
I
then
travel a
niggas
lot.
is
I watch them get better too.
I mean, the thing about it is those dudes, they don't do open mics and stuff. They don't got to. They can develop their craft in front of their audience, the people that's coming to see them anyway. And
How
overall, really, that's what you want. You know,
how important is
really,
open
it's extremely important. It's
for
moving a muscle. It's a constant work. It's constantly working a. You see the best comedians in the country doing open mic. The best comedians in the country doing open mic in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
who are you to
Yeah.
say this nigga who ain't did shit really to be like, open mic? You know what I mean? When you got some of the
Right.
best niggas that's on tour, niggas that's on TV, niggas everywhere, talking about open mic with they fucking pad and shit. And you too good for an open mic? Get the fuck out of here. That means they're
And we
whack
niggas that
probably.
There be motherfuckers that feel like that, man. That's crazy. The culture is
That mean they whack. That mean they really whack. That mean they really ain't sure. They really ain't sure of themselves. Really, that's what I think.
half-ass sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's just to me.
That's because they whack. You hit? Oh, how often you hit an open mic?
How often do I do open mic? I mean, shit, I host, goddammit, Saturday night Uptown Comedy Corners, a late show. So at least
Okay,
once a week.
once a week.
And then I try to hit a mic. I mean, I got Tuesday and I do Sunday, but I try to hit up something at least once or twice a week
That's
here in
why your ass.
Atlanta.
You ain't to be fucked with.
I mean, it's a lot of comedians out here to be fucked with, dog. You gotta constantly you gotta constantly keep step on the gas, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to step
Hey,
on the gas all the time, brother.
hey, and I see it and I applaud it. You got big shit going. So put the tour together. How do you go about? How do you put a tour together? Like that don't know.
Man, shit, a lot of shit, man. You got to look at the places and just probably all the relationships that you've built during up to this time. You hope that they help you out when you're trying to do a tour. You know what I mean? Because
Gotcha.
you definitely know people in different cities. You know promoters in different cities. You know comedians in different cities. So you just start your navigating. And then once you
Gotcha.
start putting out a product, people start hitting you up. You know what I mean? And then and then you got a tour.
Yeah.
So
All right. How do you feel about ghostwriting? Like people watch Eddie Murphy Raw, right? Just say written
yeah,
by Robert Townsend, Keenan Ivory Wayans, and several other people. Comedian like Kevin Hart get a bad rap because some hit on me don't write for him. Do you ever have help with writing, or do you help people with writing? How do you feel about that whole topic?
I definitely feel that there's a lane for both of them, man. You know what I mean? There's a lane for both of them because nobody hated on Eddie Murphy for Raw when Robert Townsend was writing Raw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Keenan Ivory Wayans was writing Raw. You know what I mean? Once you get to a certain level, as far as a comedian or whatever like that, that's what it is. You're
That's what
gonna
it is.
have writers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna have people to help you curve out your stuff and smooth out your stuff. And you as an artist, you're gonna get some of the people who you think are funny too, as far as those avenues to help you out. You want to be one of those writers, or you want to be in a position to hire one of those people to write for you.
So ain't nothing wrong with that,
Nah, man, nah, not to me. If people ain't knock Eddie Murphy for it, how the hell people can knock somebody else
right?
immediately? That's what I say.
That's
Because none of the comedians was dogging Eddie Murphy for Raw. Because Eddie Murphy wrote Delirious, but he didn't write Raw.
okay. You can tell the big difference in the both.
You can tell that Raw was a major motion picture. You understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So when it
yeah.
involves things like that, major things going on like that, then it's a lot of things going on. And none of those people who probably said anything who knocked Kevin Hart or has anything to say about anybody big time that does that probably hasn't did anything big time.
So that just goes to the haters going to hate.
Don't
Because
hate, man.
one of the greatest comedians of all time in my generation, Richard Pryor, they had Paul Mooney who passed away 2 days ago. God bless the dead. He wrote a lot of Richard stuff.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Paul Mooney?
No, I have not. I was at Uptown when he was there, but I didn't. It was so many comedians there that night that was way ahead of me that I was just. But I got a glimpse of him on stage. But no, I didn't. No, I did. I've never met him. Though. I never did
Oh,
get to meet him.
I was gonna see if you had a dope ass Paul Mooney story.
Hell no, it's probably my dope one is I seen him. a glimpse. That was it.
So you to the and there he was, and all this mooniness.
Yeah,
Paul Mooney,
like
man,
damn,
was
they love him.
what give your thoughts on Paul Mooney, man? Let me just go, real quick as a
I can barely hear you. You broke up again. What'd you say?
real quick share. Could you just share like what the Paul Mooney men do in comedy in general,
I mean,
just from a veteran comedian
shit. He
like you?
came from an era, dog, where a lot of the funny motherfuckers in the comedy world, as far as especially black. He was around in that, Ronaldo Ray, Richard
Bernardo
Pryor.
Ray.
You
That
know what
was
I'm
the nigga
saying?
that was
I'm
on.
talking about, yeah, generally, real funny dudes. And you had to think, man, back in them days, how, you know, how funny you had to be as a black comedian and talking like that and to get on television and movies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Right now you don't know where they plucking them from now. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
said, no premium on stage time. So nobody's coming to a comedy club getting the hottest comedian out of a comedy club no more. They haven't, just because no premium on the stage time. But back then, Red Fox, them dudes, man, and just think how, Bill Cosby, what I'm saying? That was that era of, what I'm saying,
And
stand up comedy.
for the one black comic at a time. See, a lot of people don't know about that unspoken one black comic at a time rule.
Yeah. One at
And
a
this is
time.
another.
So only one can blow up. Only one every 6, 7 years comes. So everybody had to wait their turn. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then
Or
they had
everybody had to make their own way.
huh?
I said everybody had to make their turn, or everybody had to make their own way.
Yep.
Or you had to wait
Yep.
your turn because you knew you had. They want this dude right now, so we got to at least let them get tired of him to get to us. Or you
Right.
make your own way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What's a comedic influence for Demakco?
I would say, my top comedic influence is Stephen G. That's my mentor. Stephen G. is, he's my,
Baddest on the
you know,
planet now.
he's, when Corey Holcomb gave him a shout out on a 5150 show, when Corey Holcomb was like, some of the baddest motherfuckers, the funniest motherfuckers is not famous. He was like,
He
shit,
said
this
that.
nigga Stephen G. Hell yeah. He's like, this nigga Stephen G. funny as fuck. One of the funniest motherfuckers on the planet. Then the
That's
nigga
what he
said
said.
it even in the, yeah. He shouted out my man
Yeah.
Stephen G. Like, hell yeah, man.
Stephen
He's
G, my
like,
mentor.
yeah, that's my man. So, I came up with Steve. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
Oh, tell
opening
me about
act,
some.
feature act,
What was it like coming to Stephen G, man?
A
Was he
lot of
super hot?
a lot of hugs for him and people looking at me like, just keep it up. He get the hug, I get to keep it up. He get the hug, I get the you cuss too much. He get the hug, I think you look scared up there. He get the hug, I get, you know what I mean? So it was a ton of that.
Hey man, damn! I bet Stephen was even more incredible in his earlier days, like a hungry Stephen G. Like he's so good
My
now.
God,
He just
man,
proved.
I'm telling you, man, real shit. We in Lansing, Michigan one night, man, at the show.
Okay.
It's stupid packed in the place, stupid packed. Kool-Aid, Martini on the show.
Rest
Rest in peace,
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, man. Rest in peace, Kool-Aid. Steve on the show. Crying. Now you funny as hell, man, when you got the comedians rolling. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said Steve said joke about talking about it's only one what's up for a brother. You know what I mean? Two what's ups to get you fucked up. You know what I mean? And he did that joke, man. He had everybody rolling and Kool-Aid in the back like, one what's up for brother. Like, what's up with that second what's up? You know what I mean? He was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, this nigga is fucking hilarious. You know what
Yes,
I'm
bro. He got
saying? Yeah, so,
yeah,
it's the Room Ripper, man. Come on.
the Room Ripper.
Yeah.
Damn. So that's your biggest comic influence. Anybody else?
I mean, as far as close to me, but the further to me, I would say Mike Epps. He the person that I, Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? But Don Rickles. When I say that name, motherfuckers be like, "Damn, Don Rickles." But if you do your history, Don Rickles, man, Don Rickles just did a bunch of one-liners, man. You do an hour worth of one-liners. You know how much material you got to have
Man,
to do an
what?
hour of
Come on.
one-liners,
Yeah. Take my
and
wife,
all of
please.
them being funny. Bam, 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 bam. He got an hour. You know how much material you got to have an hour for one-liners, man? Come on.
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you study Don Rickles, Rich Little? You know what I'm saying? Just the
Hey,
little
what?
subtleties of them.
Yeah. That's a very eclectic, inspirational thing. That's probably why you're so well rounded as a comedian. Because you're not just urban. You can do anything. Like when I did the Braze,
Well, let's go. We got to get away from the term, the
came
phrase
in that
urban.
motherfucker.
The urban.
And what'd you say?
I said we got to get from a phrase urban as far as when it refers to black comedy.
Right. That's what I was trying to get to.
You know what I mean? We can't say that. We got to get away from that phrase. It can't be called urban. We always refer to black comedy as urban comedy. You know what I mean?
What,
You know what I mean? It can't be urban comedy. I mean, they moving the suburbs is the urban comedy is the inner city comedy. That's what that is. That's what it's referring to, probably.
I don't know. I just think it's called black comedy.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
we got
yeah. And we got to even saying black comedy.
well, okay. So
We just got to learn to say comedy.
the shit that Seinfeld does, right?
It's the same shit that we do.
But with that shit that late.
It's the same shit that we do. It's just the audience that we're speaking to. And
All right. So
eventually
right, I had talent on the show yesterday. You know talent, right?
yeah, 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 definitely.
Yeah. Okay. We was talking about bombing, right? It said it's so many elements that go into a bomb. Like maybe that wasn't your crowd. How do you feel about the excuse of "that's not my crowd"?
That's the most shittiest excuse ever as far as a comedian. So if he refers to that, then he bombs a lot. You know what I mean? If you say anytime it was the audience, it's what it is. Because even as a comedian what a bomb is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are times where even if the audience is not maybe what you say your audience is, whatever, but you're still being funny. You know what I mean?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So there's a certain different thing when you're still being funny and fuck these motherfuckers opposed to bombing. You know what I mean? And you being up there shitty and the crowd is not liking you. You know what I mean? That's different. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Bombing sucks.
Oh man, it's the worst.
You ever bombed
Shit,
before?
dog.
Yeah.
150 nigga, I live in Atlanta. You bomb once a week out here, just on GP.
I asked talent, "Have you ever bombed?" He knocked on the table and said no. I said, "Wow."
Hey, that's talent, man. He can say that. Shit.
All right. So listen, last 10 minutes, hour. I'd ask you this: what is your comedy Mount Rushmore? Who would that be?
Mount Rushmore comedy would be Richard Pryor, um, Eddie Murphy, Don Rickles, and I would have to say, I mean, I could put a more list than how many. Mount Rushmore is 4 or 5. Okay, 4.
Four.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You make
Richard
two of
Pryor, Eddie Murphy. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. In mine, like I say, Don Rickles. Always got to have him up there. You know what I mean?
them. Yeah.
And I would say Jerry Seinfeld.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Seinfeld is with it. I love the way he's really dry with it, man.
I mean,
Um,
he's, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And
that,
when as a black comedian, when you say Jerry Seinfeld, well, hey man, just do your history on him, and you
he
know,
came up with Eddie. Him and Eddie came up together.
yeah.
Yeah.
That probably they are part of that New York comedy scene, stuff like that, man. Around that time, all them dudes, you know what I mean? So it was around that time.
But with you as a comedian, how did you like Coming to America too? I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the blackness. You know what I mean? Regardless of what anybody had to say about the movie, it was all blackness. So you had to love it. You know what I mean?
Dope
Black
as fuck, man.
director,
I couldn't believe
everybody,
I
everybody,
hated him.
everybody black in there, black writers, black there. Come on, run that. And how you don't like that if you know what I mean? Come on. You know what I'm saying? And Eddie Murphy
That's why
has evolved.
I said, with all these motherfuckers, this is Coming to America is a classic example of niggas don't appreciate shit.
Got to come together. Couldn't even come together on Coming to America too.
Yeah, that was for the culture, bro.
That was for the, come on, man. That's for the blackness. The
Beautiful.
hell?
And there was a story. And it went great. It couldn't have been like the first one, but it was great, bro. They hated on it.
You shouldn't hate on blackness.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I don't know, man. You're in Atlanta, man. You work with everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking to go to different places now. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
You know?
So what's next for you, bro?
Hey, Podcast Comedy Experience Tour, man. We're hitting a whole lot of cities, man. Got a lot of shit lined up. Got taking an ATL Ho tour on a show. I mean, ATL Ho show on tour here. Like, I think next month. Well, within a month coming up. And it's got a lot of shit going on, man. Trying to stay busy, man. That's all. So, shit for Roku TV.
Yep.
So, a lot of shit going on, man.
What you got with the TV?
It's actually these other producers are producing a show at Uptown Comedy Corner called Live from Uptown. It's on Roku TV. They already did one, and this is the second one they're doing. So yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean?
That are watching, they expect a positive K on this episode with you as well, which I had to explain to them at the beginning of the show. Yeah,
hey man, yeah, he handling some business right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but he definitely did say he's gonna reschedule. I actually thought he was gonna be chiming in if he had some time. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it didn't have any. You know what I mean? But
the next
yeah.
one. About to wrap it up. This is my last question, and I ask everybody this question that comes on this show. But before I ask you the question, bro, I just want to say thank you so much, bro, for coming on here, chopping it up with. I'm building for that, bro. A lot.
My man. Hell
do
yeah.
it. And the question I want to ask you is, froze. Who are your top 5 MCs, dead or alive?
Top 5 MCs, dead or alive? Oh shit. Let me see.
Yeah.
Tupac, Biggie, Rakim, Tupac, Biggie, Rakim, Jay-Z. Tupac, Biggie, Rakim, Jay-Z. Who else do I enjoy? Damn. You don't want to say no Kanye or no Nas or nothing like that.
It's
I
your
would
top.
say top five. I can't think of nobody. I know it's Tupac and Jay-Z and Biggie and Tupac, Jay-Z, Biggie,
Rakim.
Rakim, and I can't even throw nobody out there because I don't want to disrespect nobody. But let me see. Oh shit. I would say maybe Tip.
Boom. It's a dope ass top five, bro.
Definitely Tip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dope ass top five, man. Thank you so much, bro, for joining the conversation. Yo, if you're watching this, go to my face on my Instagram, follow me, Funny Braze Day. Watch, join the conversation, man. We got big things coming up. Tell them where to follow you at, bro.
Follow me Instagram, I guess comedian Demakco, Facebook comedian Demakco, email comedian Demakco, all that shit. Podcast comic experience coming to you. If you in the ATL, hit me up. I'm at Uptown.
Yo, we out of here. Next hour, I got Vano, Montana coming up next hour. Join the
My
conversation.
man.
Thanks.